was like, oh, Alchemist is how we beat a potential core IO. And no, Neon was also like, oh yeah, I guess that's how they railroaded us into turning it into a support.
And because Alchemist comes online a little bit too fast, and because of that IO might be a difficult core to play against.
Maybe.
But
I would rather find out as a core rather than finding out as a support though, but...
Nope, no IO, everybody.
Okay,
Yep.
fine.
So we're
not seeing him. Are we gonna see Puck first pick?
possibly.
Yep.
There's Puck, there's that Prophet as well still in the pool. I would value perhaps that Prophet a bit higher, but Neon, so far it looks like Puck is their favorite. They go with that Prophet. Okay.
You mentioned this earlier in the first game, that Death Prophet is great against Puck, so when they pick DP, then...
It's I wouldn't say it's like a hard counter or anything such, but it's really strong right now in the meta. It's more flexible, I would say, than Puck when it comes to laning, and the lane matchup itself is a little bit that Prophet favored. So
it's just a like Lizzie said, it's a vague opening. Death Prophet first pick could be and I think. Still don't think we've seen Puck be flipped.
Last game, right? Last game it was, where was it? On the offlane, so...
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay.
Besides that one, it wasn't like that much. Okay, this of going all into countering the Pangolier, they move back and make their draft look a little bit better. Because there's already a combination here. Puck Dreamcoil plus Dieg. We've seen it from Gambit and from some other teams. Very strong.
Does this mean that OB.NEON will then move to try to pick someone who can right-click that A?
Almost certainly. There's a lot of heroes though, right? Neil, what's your favorite? Jug, Ursa, Troll?
I'm not Ursa, I'm off the Ursa. I haven't seen enough of the hero.
Big fan of Jug so far. Jug's performance in the tournament has done pretty well. We've seen some great games. Monkey King ban.
Yeah, this Phoenix plus Puck plus Monkey King circles. Remember, the first day Sumi, we were all about the circles, and it would definitely fit FNATIC's draft.
Why do you think they went for a Phoenix?
It's still possible to pick an ET. Phoenix is maybe higher rated, more likely to be banned. ET banned actually now.
Yeah, like if it was, because that was one of the things that you were like, oh, Death Prophet or Puck is first pick. And if I'm thinking back to the China drafts, and I was like, it's usually going to be like Phoenix or Tusk that's first pick. And so the interesting shift in prioritization between SEA and China.
It's still pretty damn strong. You have Puck plus Phoenix, your teamfight is really good. And now you combo it with a frontline carry as Wraith King. It can be difficult for him to lane versus Pango if they get a good position for that combos. But you just go to the jungle, and you exit it with a Radiance, you own everyone.
FNATIC's bans are so weird that they didn't target like any traditional carries. And so I think Troll is still great for Neon. I think the Jug is still great for Neon.
I mean, how do you ban traditional carries versus Neon playing them?
That's true.
They played that Prophet safe lane, Io safe lane,
Prophet
safe
I didn't
lane.
even think that, this Death Prophet could very well be Debil Zero.
That Prophet overall versus Wraith King feels kinda alright later on in the game. Once you get that Shivas and whatnot, you're too fast for him. That Prophet just feels so strong no matter what. Abaddon is a peculiar pick though. Not something I expected from OB.NEON.
Yeah.
Is that to protect against Wraith King?
Nope, there is no exact reasoning why. The Oracle is banned out, so they take that Abaddon perhaps to save the Death Prophet a little bit. It is a position 5 that became much stronger throughout the tournament. But when I say much stronger, I mean higher rated, because everyone started copying Lanham, and it's been very popular in China region for a while.
FNATIC taking Clockwork, I do believe it was OB.NEON that picked Clock last game?
Yep. It was indeed OB.NEON that played it.
Is that more to like to initiate with? So Clock will initiate with his hook shot, and then Puck will follow it up with the coil, and then
the Phoenix egg.
The egg, and
you have the cogs and the egg, which is pretty nice. This could also be our position 4 Clockwork. Even position 5 Clockwork is something that FNATIC actually plays a lot. So a variety of options for them here.
Technically, cogs are in a circle. It's another circle.
True.
Yep.
Very irritating Pango team fights if he keeps bumping into the car.
It can be very bad for your own team as well if you give
Oh,
him,
guy, if he jumps in, starts pinballing.
you just I'm the kind of a player that if I'm playing Clock or Tusk and I'm playing versus Pango, he's always gonna benefit from them somehow. You know, he's gonna bounce off of them, kill 2 of my cores,
True.
and I'm gonna get pinged after.
Get the sick angles.
Yep. Okay, so OB.NEON, they need their position 1 most likely, and well, that Prophet can be flexed, but perhaps a mid laner too. You can see that FNATIC also do not know in which way they're going, so they're banning out a little bit of everything.
Oh my god. Alright, I don't want to say this, but I was thinking this in my mind that Leshrac would be picked.
Whoa.
Damn
Really?
it. I should have said it.
Okay,
Oh.
give me the reasoning.
I was thinking that if Death Prophet is not going to go mid, they could send Leshrac mid, and then they could kind of do like a little bit of a push comp because they push really
Okay.
hard with Exorcism and Leshrac ulti as well.
Edict,
That's what I was.
yeah.
And
You were so close, Sume.
yes,
They were
sorry.
so close.
And
Everything was good.
Leshrac it has been played a lot by Death during this tournament so far.
Oh, yeah.
No real lockdown so far from OB.NEON is something that I don't like. A reliable lockdown, I should say. Later on you can get Yules, and Lash Earth Splitter with the Yules is nice. Pango with the Rolling Thunder and Blink is nice, but you need to get there. Meanwhile on Fnatic, Dream Coil, Hookshot, it's all only level dependent spells and lockdowns that are inherently in your team, so can be a little bit scary for Neon. And you said that plays it a lot. That means offlane Lash, mid lane Death Prophet, Pango 4 for play hard.
I have to be mid lane Death. Still be in the
Could be
deals,
safe,
yeah. But yeah, I would prefer it to be mid.
I just like when Yopaj is playing these heroes that are very flashy, because the skill ceiling on him is incredibly high. Like you can play these Klops, Bucks, Earth Spirit mid lane. He was destroying that last game as well, but it worked.
I'm with Sumi. I think you kind of go all in on the push idea here for Neon.
So who would that be then?
If they want to pick a one position,
Oh, there's the Lycan.
I still think Troll is good.
Yep, not bad, definitely.
Lycan's also good, yeah.
The last
You could-
last pick is Yopaj. Yopaj's hero?
Probably.
Maybe even the Bills. There's a Jug still in the pool, which is a hero that works well versus the Egg. Is very helpful with the push because of the healing ward, so if you really want to go that way, you could. I still see the same issue for them. They have very low amount of
Lockdown,
catch versus
yeah.
Puck.
So what about Fnatic? Who are they going to round out their team? They have some great team fight. They have some great initiation, honestly.
It's most likely Masaros's last hero, and, and Neon is banning out the Sense, so they're expecting the same thing. Troll banned out by Fnatic. Would be pretty sick for them. Maybe Jug possibly the best option.
Masaros
Nope.
plays...
It's Neon, man.
So it is Debil Death Prophet.
Yep. Be Yopaj Void Spirit. So that Prophet Lash can be a bit flexed, but should be Lash on the side lane, I think, and that Prophet mid.
Me pipe builder for Fnatic.
Yeah, just when you look at OB.NEON, they do have some mixed damage, but... By the way, I saw even Pango being played on safe lane in SCA as a carry, so possibilities are endless.
If the last hero is from Masaros,
Tide's banned
he
out.
plays a lot. Tide banned out.
Yeah,
Night
Centaur
Stalker.
banned out.
Timbersaw?
Actually, Night Stalker wouldn't be that bad at all.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Timber that they play can be a little bit hard. They have a lot of magic damage, but is a possibility.
Mars is banned out, right?
Yes, it was very early banned.
What about Night Stalker?
I like Night Stalker actually quite a bit. Maybe
It's a perfect pick here.
Our friend Davian?
it gives them this. Wait, no, they have tons of. Oh yeah, it was the other team that didn't have the stuns. Oh wow, this is
Lots of circles from
lots of circles.
Team Fnatic.
Sandstorm counts as a circle for sure.
Yeah, Sandkin gives you...
And Epicenter?
Epicenter also.
It gives you a lot of burst damage in the mid game, not only the initiation with the stun. I don't think they needed another initiating hero.
That's why I hope he builds auras. I hope the Sand King is their utility. team fighting.
I would love to see utility from him, I agree. Still, no matter what, I feel like Neon has got their own thing going. It's definitely fully in their comfort zone, but FNATIC once again looks like a team that drafted the DOTA draft. It's abnormal that you can read and you can see the win condition.
Well, we have one team that kind of centers around team fight and another team that might do a push kind of strategy. We'll see who sets the tempo. I think I will go with FNATIC for this. They'll take the last game. They have the momentum now. It's swung in their direction.
Thank God I won't be wrong with my prediction. I'll be following my fellow host. I'm going with FNATIC as well.
Are you gonna keep it spicy, or are you gonna be right?
Oh, you're gonna do me like that? Then I'm definitely going to other way. Give me Neon, I guess, for the spice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be frightened.
Should be the analyst panel a little bit. Should we be? And Neon does have their own stuff going on. Their full comfort zone.
Yeah,
a lot of very flashy
I think this
heroes.
is the most even drafts between the two games.
Let's see how this even draft works out. Game 3, loser goes home. FNATIC versus OB.NEON. Take it away, Black and MLP.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here for our third game of this BO3 between FNATIC and Neon and Black. This is the one that matters, of course. Winner of this goes through to the next round. Loser has to go home. Straight off the bat, so I'm going to ask you the hard question. Who came out with the better draft in your opinion?
Well, this is veterans versus the new guys on the block, and unfortunately for the new guys, I do have to say I quite prefer FNATIC's draft this game. It's again, Neon, they always draft this kind of all-in team fight kind of style, but it's a very risky style nonetheless. It works sometimes, other times it doesn't. It's just a more solid draft overall on the FNATIC side.
Just 30 seconds now.
Tend to agree with you on that, I must admit. Moon and Yapash mid lane gonna say hello to each other. Bit of a love tap there from Moon. That'll be it. No wards being scouted out quite yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be like so hard for them to shut down this Wraith King completely, and once he gets like 3-4 items, I feel like I've been saying that a lot in the past couple of days, but it never really happens. Like his Wraith King gets really strong, suddenly the team fights don't go in his favor anyway, so maybe Neon is onto something here, you know, that I'm not fully aware of yet. But from my experience, this should be going into FNATIC's favor, at least in the early game.
So this whole mess
it does seem that way. Neon, they are one of those very unique teams in that way that they draft these interesting drafts that nobody understands, and then you assume they can't win with it, but then they make it happen anyway. Something tells me this could be one of those games, but we'll wait and see as the laning stage does begin. See that mid lane, Yopaj up against Moon again on the puck. I'd say this time around, Yopaj has a much better hero for that mid matchup on the Void Spirit, and I'd say he should also have even more impact than last game on the Void Spirit.
Yeah, better matchup, but come mid-game, it's gonna be quite tough to fight against the puck. But as you said, there's definitely a lot of room for rotations here once he reaches level 6. The side lanes aren't super strong until they all get their levels up. Phoenix as well as Clock very level dependent, so I assume, and I would guess that Yopaj is gonna do a lot of work here early in the game.
What about those power runes, that 4-minute mark, it seems, between these two?
Yeah, which the 50-50s have been going into the favor of Moon so far, in this series at least. So he seems to be a little bit more blessed by Gaben. Maybe he did his morning prayers. I don't know what you offer Gaben, I guess some $10 bills, $100 bills?
No, just throw your wallet in. Just your wallet.
Your whole wallet? Alright.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Maybe like a gold bar?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you have. Whatever, just anything. Get it out there.
Gaben, I don't have money, but would you accept my $9,000 Rolex watch? And suddenly the watch just disappears. Your offering has been accepted. And you get all the runes.
Love you, Gabe.
Who doesn't?
Oh, everybody does. He's the greatest.
Exactly. Like, even people that don't play Dota love Gaben. Everybody loves Gaben.
Everybody. Top lane, like Skem on that pos 1 left track. So far, not having too bad of a time. Azeroth only sitting at 1 CS on the Sand King. That was now double it to 2. This position 1 Leshrac though, it's been a while since I've seen it. How powerful is it?
It can snowball pretty damn hard, DJ. Getting a little bit low here. But yeah, it can snowball really hard in the mid game. Laning phase is pretty strong since you're a ranged hero with a stun and a lot of damage potential with that diabolic edict. So I always like it quite a bit. It's just once those BKBs come out, like you just don't do anything for quite a while, which is why Leshrac carry, you know, sometimes we see it, especially Liquid as a team that picks it sometimes, and it works really well for them. But it's a really risky carry to pick, because it's not really a carry in that sense.
Bot lane, play hard. On Jabs. Jabs really
There's a
slowing it
dive.
down with those fire spirits, and like you said, Black, he just dives away. Looks like he's just going to run all the way back to the fountain to boot. He's not actually going to commit himself, rather just hold on to it and TP back into lane.
Yeah, mind he was very close to base anyways, so it's not the longest walk. And he'll be able to deliver some much needed items for the Wraith King as well. We can already see Death Prophet here on the off lane, completely free farming, out CSing everybody on the board. I don't know why people keep giving away Death Prophet. I feel like this hero currently is just absolutely bonkers. It just does everything. And it's really scary, and it never gets banned, seemingly.
Does not. In the hands of Death Summon, a very dangerous hero. We've seen it many times so far from him. Always effective, and every time we think he's dead, those Spirit Siphons get started, and suddenly things just kind of turn around. So, see if that's going to be the case this game. But he is farming extremely well, like you've mentioned. And that's already a great start for him. I expect a very fast Dual Scepter up to be quite detrimental for FNATIC as time does go on.
Like an amazing laning phase for Neon. They're already 1k ahead without first blood happening anywhere. Which means they're getting the better out of the lanes by far. Raven dropping a little low. Still has magic to work with though. He is not very comfortable down here. Edict.
Masaros is in the
a lot of damage.
Game. Stun is gonna land. He did not juke it out. He's got the lightning storm to boot, but it won't be enough damage. So he does force Masaros away. For Masaros, he does at least have a salve and a bottle.
I'll take your treatment.
Also be able to get Bounty Rune here to get back to full health again. I'm a little scared for FNATIC. They don't manage to find some good rotations with that puck, because the side lanes are not going very well for them right now. Sand King is suffering, so is Wraith King. Puck has a lot of work to do.
Speaking of the Wraith King, Raven trying to stun on to play hard. Icarus dive to boot, slowing play hard down, and this should be a kill on the Pangon. They will get it. Raven actually able to take the kill with the skeletons. The Jabs just allowing the skeletons to hit away and feeding the kill over to his carry.
Yeah, the good old Skelly Bros with 350 movement speed and like 35 damage, hitting like a truck. And if you have no way of running away or dealing with them, they can definitely just decimate you in the lane. It happened there, and this is much needed for the Wraith King. He is still sitting very low in the CS department, but that first blood is certainly going to help him out.
Lane.
Haze Rune activated. Coil online
Gonna
though.
go for this. Oh, that's a big amount of damage. Moon is in big trouble. He is going to Fairy Fire and Jabs. He's going to be there to save the day. Post call.
TP rotation here. Jay going very aggro. They have to be careful though. This Edict in this jungle kind of scenario can be really deadly. Level 3 Edict as well can easily solo kill any of those heroes.
Distortions in the void. Radiant have fortified.
He's going to back out. He's going to start roaming through the river, maybe into the mid lane. All lanes pretty quiet right now. We don't really see too many big rotations happening. It does seem like both teams are very happy to just secure their own farm, at least for now, and confident to move into the mid game. But we do look back at Dead.
What happened mid game? Well, what happened in the mid lane MLP? Puck is behind 900 gold. He's losing the lane hardcore.
I told you. Moon, he's in danger. Yopaj again gonna make the dive in. He does have one step charge. But that's the one thing, you can never count Yopaj out. He's just one of those players. No matter what the matchup is, he somehow makes it work.
I feel like Yopaj is a very hot or cold player. Like sometimes he just absolutely crushes the game. Other times you don't really feel his impact too much, but this game seems to be one of those games where he's just on, and he's going to make this game very difficult for FNATIC. Already leading 2k gold, even though they suffered first blood.
Good news for FNATIC. This time around, they won't have the Alchemist to go back to either. Raven got to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, this time no gold hacks. You'll have to farm creeps in a more balanced fashion.
Somewhat balanced. You know, skeletons are still kind of broken.
That is true, that is true. Double void step here.
They are going in again onto Moon. They love going up this puck, and this time they will be able to secure. Page taking the kill himself from the Void Spirit, and well, now I guess they could stick around and pressure the mid-tier 1. They do have Skem around on the Lesh.
They have a ward on Raven. You can see him very clearly here, rotating in on the Pangolier as well.
Raven, he's going to try and back, but look at the damage output. He does not have Reincarnate. Now he does. He skills it up. DJ going to try and help out by blocking the way, but Yopaj, he's not done. He jumps in with the DD rune. Won't be able to hold down Raven. That's going to be about it, but you can see Neon, they're getting warmed up now. Feeling confident. So this is that point where I get very scared for FNATIC, because I know these boys on Neon. This is when it starts.
Warmed up, you say? I feel like more they're like on overdrive already. They're absolutely crushing his laning phase, up by 3k gold. They're not giving FNATIC any space to work with whatsoever. Like, so far has been a pretty flawless game from Neon. The young boys on the block making it look pretty easy here against FNATIC so far.
See if they can keep it up though, Black. Plenty of time to go in this game 3, and again, a lot on the line for both teams. Very important victory for either side. And get it. Look at bot lane, Death. Just pushing the tier 2 tower. He already used the Exorcism for the tier 1. Just goes to show you how confident he is to just run down that bot lane and just start hitting towers. It's looking like a pretty simple game thus far for the guys. There's nothing going on here from FNATIC.
Yeah, just win lane, out farm, and build on your advantage. Leshruck has Boots of Travels now, so he's going to be able to join the fight pretty much globally. Void Spirit, itemizing for the Dual Scepter, probably into the items after that. And also DP finished her hood already, itemizing into Yules as well. It's going to be so hard to bring down for the Radiant here. Most of the damage is magical. Coupled with a Spirit Siphon and hood active, he should not be dying anytime.
I'm wondering what itemization he's going for in the park. 3 null talismans for now. Queued up either.
Like, he doesn't even have boots yet. He has been really shut down in the laning phase, and any sort of item, whether it's Travels or Blink Dagger, is pretty far away. Still 2,000 gold away if you choose to go for Blink.
There's a group up in mid lane. Neon, they want to start the push. They very well can do so with that Edict. That's not even a pop his ulti.
Damage output on that tower is just way too strong. Catapult alive as well with the Abaddon here. And no danger of dying whatsoever. Raking top.
They are going to go. First strike out from Masaroff, but Raven is still in pretty massive danger. They've kind of left him behind. Now the X is going to come in jabs. He is barely going to help. No, never mind. Raven is dead. They even get the egg. Masaroff, he will try to go for the epicenter, but Death, he will not die. He is death itself. Moon goes down. Yopaj, what an Aether Remnant out onto the Sand King. Mid-burrow strike. He'll try to Sandstorm, but they have the dance. There they go.
Mid lane. He was almost dying on Clockwork as well, but he gets away, so not a full team wipe, but a fantastic performance here by Neon. Taking a 4-0 fight, taking a tower on top of that, now up by 5k gold. They're making this early game lineup work perfectly.
Really is perfect. 5k net worth lead at 12 minutes in. Very impressive stuff.
We haven't seen anything from the puck yet. No movement around really. 0-2-0. A hero that throughout this entire tournament and even the DPC season, we have seen him do a lot of work. Struggling to find his place in this game. there is a lot of pressure resting on his shoulders because, as we said, he needs to be the one to initiate those team fights and get something going for his team.
He's half the net worth almost of Yapaj. I think that's where it kind of stems back to, is the fact that he just doesn't have any gold right now. See, behind Masaros and the Sand King, who's also been struggling. Now Neon, they've popped the smoke. They want to keep going. They understand how strong they are.
Dire's top tower is
Toward that top lane they go. Yapaj, he'll lead the charge.
At all.
On to DJ and for Clockwork, your cogs up. Masaros is also around the Sandstorm. In fact, they're going to go after the big target. They go straight to the Sand King, into the Clockwork, and they are making it look so easy.
Yeah, they're just outplaying them completely here. Like, FNATIC does not find their place on this map at all. They're just trying to farm the Radiance up, but he's so far away from it. Still almost 3k gold away from it, 1500 away from the Relic. They just have no space to work with at all. Mid tower now, in big trouble. They still have a glyph to work with. But once the tower is gone, all the T1s are gone, the map is going to be so small for FNATIC.
And that's the real issue, right? Like, you're already so behind in gold, and what do you do when you've lost map control? Which they are just about to now. As Yapaj, he will finish it off. You lose map control, you lose space, you have less places to farm. That triangle's not even safe. Skem's running around and already farming it up. FNATIC, they can't defend their triangle.
Can't defend anything right now, seemingly. Like, they have a huge amount of team fight, and this is really where the lineup's strength is. They can't get anything started yet. They need to somehow smoke up, get a good team fight going, because this game is going completely the wrong way, out of control, almost here. What is Neon's side?
Got on
A couple
so much
of items
mobility.
here on DP. Almost Jewel Scepter up. Jewel Scepter goes up on Void Spirit as well. Once those two items are up, probably see another smoke. Just try to invade the triangle again.
Those items flying out now, and I think you are right about that smoke, Black. They group up mid lane again, just hanging around. And they are starting to split up. Never mind. But I think we will be seeing it very, very soon. That smoke up that you talked about. There you go. They do pop one. Yapaj, he's going to clear out the mid wave. Maybe even eat for the team as they stand right behind him. He really
He's
can't.
having an arcane rune. It's gonna be so scary to this next team fight. This Void Spirit is gonna be a very big problem. Or Phoenix, is he gonna get out?
Yeah, Jabs gets jumped on. There's the Yule Scepter into the 8th Remnant. Do they have complete control? It does look like they do.
Easy. Absolutely easy for them. Wanna pop the Exorcism here to get the tower, perhaps? Still have a glyph to work with, of course. You don't want to waste Exorcism at this stage of the game. It's still a very important teamfight tool. Top lane, they are seemingly trading the tower. When I say trade, so far, Neon is playing very conservatively.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly a direct trade by any stretch. Because now the rotations are coming down bot. They get the tier 1, but you're going to have to give up the tier 2 tower, and FNATIC, they know they can't really defend this. They're going to pop the glyph to try and slow it down, but the siege creep is probably going to survive. And yeah, there you go, Death. He'll tank the tower. Tier 2, there will be no defense. They're not even going to try.
Interesting item choice here by Moon, going for the Boots of Travels. Already a pretty rough game, meaning his Blink Dagger will be delayed even further. However, Sand King at least has his Blink Dagger now, so there is potential for a huge epicenter power strike, which they really need at this point.
They do. Go, another tier 2 going down. EP's up top from Yapaj. Looks like he wants to make sure his tier 2 top stays safe. Fair enough. FNATIC, I mean, you're just playing the farm game right now. That's all you can do. You need at least Raven to have that Radiance up before you really get involved. And even then, he's probably just going to keep farming up on that Raid King with the Radiance. He's got it soon at least. So at least there's going to be a bit of escalation for FNATIC with their character.
This Radiance is going to be a big power spike. I'm just a little afraid that the supporting cast might not be strong enough for him. Although they do have big AoE ultimates, it's going to be very hard to lock down the Neon side here and find the correct targets. Because they have so many cut the back lines and make life hell for this Phoenix as well as this Puck.
time indeed.
Ashrak
Lane.
his way, farming a Bloodstone. Once that's up, he is gonna be virtually unkillable with the Lashrak behind him as well. Sorry, the Abaddon.
Skem special, that pos one, that tracking. You know Skem, he runs very unique position ones. I have very fond memories of the pos one Skem. I talked a lot of trash about it when I was casting it the first time, I'll admit that. He proved me wrong very fast.
Yeah, he's not the typical hard carry player. As you said, he has this very special hero pool. He likes his Weavers, his Lashraks. Even the Rickies, you know, he just likes to be in the action and starts killing heroes. Has always been his style. Which, you know, can be a limiting factor as the tournament goes on, because people will of course identify that as well. And be more ready for this kind of style.
Very talented player Skem. FNATIC getting a bit of space here. Raven has been able to farm up the Radiance now, so definitely good news for FNATIC. Neon, they have kind of let them be for a bit.
He's going to be on the Sank here.
Saros, already been a tough game for him. Gonna find out the hard way. Oh, nice blink out. It's just not gonna matter. Yapaji's all over it. They've got the control, and look at the damage output. He just blew him up.
I mean, Lashrak is just one of those heroes. It's like a pure DPS machine. And so is DP, really. Like, they have so much damage on this Dire side, just passive damage. Which I've spoken about before. Coil on the Pangolin here. Should be pretty easy.
Leash almost gonna wear off. I don't know if it is. They hook shot in. He is still alive, but finally does go down to Moon. They have lost another though. Jabs is down, and now the Wraith King Raven. Not looking so royal, and the tips are coming out. Neon. You start to wonder whether it's...
And he gets taken out immediately. Like, he did nothing that fight. Exorcism just eating through him. DP, one of the hardest counters to Wraith King. And again, like, raises the question, why is a hero like DP not more highly contested in the banning stage, you know? Like, seems to just be a crazy hero performing every time it's picked, pretty much. DJ, a bit of trouble here, perhaps. Just gonna TP out. Just TP out.
Forehead. Daniel.
Forehead indeed.
Is under attack.
FNATIC moving through the river. Looks like they may have spotted out Diopage, but I think you can really kill him right now. In fact, Diopage is 250 gold away from an Aghanim Scepter. Oh boy. 20 minutes in, Yule's Ags up on the Void Spirit. FNATIC, that silence is going to really rule their team fight. There's already so much silence with the Death Prophet, and now you've got a double silence coming out on the Void Spirit. They're gonna smoke up beforehand anyway.
Abaddon too. So much silences.
There it is. There's your Ags up. They've smoked immediately.
The tower is under attack.
Reincarnation still on cooldown. See who they can find here. FNATIC right now in a pretty defensive posture, not leaving their basic at all. Well, DJ did, and he pays the price for it.
I think if anything for FNATIC, at least it's DJ, right? At least it's your position 5 clockwork. It wasn't Moon, it wasn't Raven. And then now they know where Neon are, so they can go down towards the bot side of the map and just kind of avoid them for a bit.
Sure, if you like recall what happened in game 2, it looks very similar in this game now, except it's Neon in the driver's seat and not FNATIC. FNATIC just seems to be too scared to go even to their triangle to farm, and you can't blame them. The entire map control is going to Neon right now.
Oh, top
now
lane
Education is tanking here.
He's trying his best to split push that top lane and make more space, but every single time he does, he gets punished. This feels like it's all Masros can do though. If his team's not ready to fight, he just has to do his job and split push lanes, but now the Roshan's happening. Without a Sand King, you can't fight this.
Their clock is not even trying to steal it. And let me ask you, MLP, if they don't feel ready to fight with 2 Blink Daggers online on their big AoE heroes, when do they ever want to fight?
That's a very good question, Black, and I don't have an answer to that, unfortunately. It's kind of like the last game. We didn't have an answer for the Alchemist. This game, I don't have an answer for FNATIC against Neon as a whole. I mean, 10k net worth lead, Aegis taken. what do? Raven eventually will scale on this Wraith King, but it's going to take a while, and now they're going to smoke. They're going to try with the double blitz you talked about.
Puck, no trouble here.
He is in trouble.
For full health.
Is under attack.
Oh no, they're going to go in anyway. Burrow Strike here down. They've got the Abaddon. That is a hard target. The hook shot and instead onto the Pango, and Playhard is going to die, but Masteros has been caught again by the Remnant. Yopaj not going to capitalize. He'll back off, but here comes Death Summer right onto Raven. They want the big boy, but Epicenter is in. It's not going to be great, however, right onto Genuine Masteros.
The egg.
The back. Green coils there. Moon holds them down into the egg, but where's the damage output? Maybe it's coming in, Moon. He's been caught out. He's very low on that puck. He will die a second time. A dieback immediately. They do at least kill off Yopaj. There's something for FNATIC, but a dieback on your mid puck, not going to feel great.
That's a really big feels bad, man. Like, there's just not enough damage to go through this DP with his BKB hood. Abaddon just keeps healing you up. The shield was very well placed on the Death Prophet, so he can pop his BKB through the epicenter. And the Leshrac just seems unkillable at this point. With the Bloodstone, just too much spell healing coming out. And now they're knocking on the high ground. They still have a glyph available, but it's going to be very scary. Exorcism up to 20.
Yeah, I mean, Yopaj will know Yopaj. They're going in. They don't care. They're more than happy. They've got 30 seconds without Moon. Looks like they are going to be a bit cautious, though, without their mid-void spirit. But Neon eventually will just make their way back into that tier 3 tower. There you go. There's the Exorcism out now. Scamp, frontlining. Just forcing them back. FNATIC. They've got to find a way to initiate into this team fight, but they don't have Epicenter. They don't have
Oh,
Ed.
you stopped them. You can't stop them. There's nothing they can do. They're just watching the barracks die. At least Wraith King is still farming on the opposite side of the map. Yeah,
Oh,
they just have to give it up.
Scam, he's just tipping them on he's taking their rats. He's torturing them. Moon is caught out again. The
caught out again.
To connect the Rolling Thunder. It's all there. Moon. He just respawned. The tips again from Play Hard.
Man, now as well. Puck died 3 times in like 2 minutes. Not a good look here by FNATIC at all. They're getting absolutely humiliated by Neon at this point. At least Exorcism is on cooldown now, so perhaps they can defend their second side of barracks. But Wraith King doesn't feel like he's ready to fight it at all. Still 2,000 gold away from his BKB. And smoke up though. This is like a desperation smoke here. They need to win this fight.
It is.
And DP is all by himself. Potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably not though.
So they actually
Going the
kill him.
opposite way. It's hard. If he gets his BKB off, oh, Puck DPing middle, oh, you have to be so careful here.
Moon. Will be fine for now. He won't jump in. FNATIC so desperate at the moment. Raven, he's getting close to the BKB. At least with the BKB up, you won't take so much damage so fast on this Wraith King. You can actually get some hits off. He's just got to get it up. Almost there. Bot lane, however, Masteros. Remnant out. Yopaj, he's got him. The silence is going to make it impossible for Masteros to get away.
Like, FNATIC has been stuck in this loop of just trying to split push the side lanes for like a good 10 minutes already, and they just keep dying one by one. It's leading, like, it led to a 14k gold advantage now for Neon. And they seem to be just unstoppable. BKB picked up on Lash. Puck again. Oh, barely phase shifts the stun. Should be able to get out of here.
Is he though? Play hard on the chase. The haste going to be activated, and now he should be fine. Scary.
That stun connects. He dies again. Potentially it's just another barracks gone. And they bought a little bit of time for the Wraith King. He needs 300 gold for his BKB. Oh, clock is ticking though.
Is tier 2 top tower going to drop? I was about to say, Black, I think FNATIC, even though they are dying along those side lanes, they are doing the right thing. Right? That they understand that Raven is the Organ plane, and that's the only way they're going to win. It doesn't really matter so much how many times you die on the other heroes. As long as Raven's farming, that's the only win condition I see now for FNATIC.
The problem is that DP is really strong against Wraith King. Like, even through BKB, those exorcism ghosts, especially if you don't have AC, are going to absolutely just eat you up. Like, he's going to die through BKB in the next 3-4 seconds anyways.
He's got jabs. Oh, Boris strike. Masteros, he's gonna save the day. The Eddie's out. Maybe this is the fight. Play hard. He's gone. Gepard, he's gonna juke out the X-Stun with the Yules. Ate the Remnant. Hold one down. Raven, he's joined in. He wants to fight, but here they go. Neon, they'll turn right back around. Raven, he doesn't want to be here anymore. He wants to run, but the line, at least the first one's gone. Masteros, he's back in. Double Boris strike out. Climax, big minute, play hard. But look at your Rage King. The King is dead. Moon, he'll get his way up. Oh no. He is not out.
Moon's up.
He is gone.
Easy pickoff as well. Everything's going wrong. No puck buyback, no Rage King buyback. This is going to be another side here.
Oh, Neon. It's like after Neon lose a game, they get more hyped up. They get more excited.
Is under attack.
I mean, it just comes back to their drafts all the time. Like, Neon with DP looks like a completely different Neon. Like, game 1 they had DP, game 3 they have DP. Both games just look absolutely one-sided. So, no, maybe consideration going further into the tournament. Just ban that hero against them because they're way too comfortable on it.
It's even crazier, Black. They're not even playing with keyboards. Go on their Twitter. They're playing with joysticks right now. I don't know how they do it.
I've seen that too. Maybe that's the strength. You know, maybe there's some extra buttons that a keyboard doesn't have. Maybe it sits more comfortably in the hand. Who knows? Like, next level tech.
We'll have to have an investigation on Neon after this. These joysticks may be given the advantage here against FNATIC. We'll find out. Neon looking extremely powerful, however, joystick or not. 18k net worth lead, 2 racks is up. Black, give me some hope. Give me a win condition. What do FNATIC need to do?
I mean, he has the right idea on Rage King. He's queuing up Moonshard as well as Rapier. He needs to go all on damage. He needs to jump a guy, blow him up immediately. But where are you gonna get 10k net worth from before Neon just enters game? Like, money doesn't grow on trees, you know?
I guess they could ask Neon. Maybe they could take a loan out.
Leshrac here is all by himself. Pretty so tanky with Shiva's BKB buster. They're
on in it. It's a lot of damage. Hookshot, is it enough? Not quite yet. Get nowhere to survive. They can't kill him. They can't kill him. He's going to turn right back around.
He's killing all of them.
Everyone is just burning alive. Raven, he's been left behind. He'll BKB TP out. But how demoralizing when you commit everything on one hero and he just won't die.
It's so unfortunate. Like, he used his Pulse Nova to farm the Ancient Camp, but of course, Pulse Nova being active means Bloodstone will provide you with a lot of spell life steal. They go with 4 heroes, and he just heals too much. They have no damage to kill him, and they use so many ults for him. Now DP ult top. How do they defend this barracks MVP? How?
You're the analyst, Black. You need to tell me these questions.
Well, I don't know. Like, this is way beyond my analysis capability. Like, I can't see a single thing.
Oh, goodness me. Damn, right onto the mid-racks. Raven, he's looking at him. He's trying to give him a death stare, but they don't care. Back in, Masteros, he fires strike, duels up, scam, again the control, the damage. It's too much, hookshot, TJ, he's gonna try. Fox pushback to Raven. Already 1 life down, there's Masteros with the buyback now. And the fire strike. They're gonna continue trying, but Raven's gone.
He didn't have his BKB in his inventory. Like, he died with his BKB in his backpack. Alright, a little bit flustered here. But now, Mega Creep coming out.
Onto the park. Simulate there. Moon almost dies. Masteros goes down again. They call it. GG's called. Neon Esports, or rather OB.NEON. They do make it through to the round 2 of the lower bracket of the playoffs. And I hate to say it, but FNATIC, they are going to have to go home.
Yeah, unfortunate elimination here. SEA on SEA action. Now there's only 1 left alive. Neon, well deserved though. They absolutely crushed it in game 1 and 3. They did super well. They didn't let it get to them that they got owned in game 2.